It's radio legend Fiona O'Brien here on IADT Radio.
Hi, you're back with Drivetime on IADT FM. I'm Fiona O'Brien, your presenter. That was Martha Ella we were speaking to just there, and it was lovely to speak to her about her new project, and I'm looking forward to getting to see that when it's finally finished. Now, we have another lovely lady on the line here who's going to talk to us about tarot, and her name is Susanjane Nolan. Hello, Susan.
Hi, Fiona. How are you? Thank you for asking me to come on your show.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I'm delighted to have you here. Now, all our listeners are going to be quite curious about this subject matter, and tarot is something that, people talk about quite a lot more freely now, I think, than at any other time. It used to be something that was quite hidden, but it's sort of out in the open at the moment, and people don't mind talking about it, but there's still a little mystique around the tarot. I'm just wondering, what exactly is it?
Well, the tarot. The actual tarot is formed around a pack of cards, but it does go back to the 15th century and before. The pack of cards, as most people know today, is 78 cards, and it has 5 suits representing health, love, work, and money. And people use that as a tool to search for answers for their future.
Okay, you're working as a psychic medium, and do you find that people like coming to you to have the tarot read? Or I know there's other cards out there, there's oracle cards and angel cards. What would most people come to you for?
I find most people that come to me come for the tarot, and they also like me to use some angel cards as well. I find that creates a beautiful balance in the readings.
Okay. And how did you become a tarot reader, Susan?
Well, I suppose I've always been a little bit different, and growing up, as you say, it was always been a bit of a taboo subject. So, you're afraid of if you thought or saw something, you never mentioned it. But over the years, I would have gone to tarot readers myself, and I went to a particular lady in Ballyblack called Maria, a fabulous lady, and she was able to see that I could see, and she encouraged me to come and spend time with her while she taught me how to open up and understand what was happening to me.
And do you think it is something that people are naturally born with, or is it something that people can just learn themselves?
Well, it's yes and no to the answer, Fiona. There are some people are born. They are born with it, or are born with something. Everyone has a certain level of psychic ability, but you can actually go and learn the meanings of the tarot. So you can actually learn to read, or you can, if you have that natural ability, you end up seeing further.
And tell me, this might seem like a strange question, but, some psychic mediums will charge for their services and others won't. How do you feel about that?
I really feel it's down to the individual. I mean, some people believe that when you're given a gift of healing or a gift of being able to see into the future, that it's meant to be shared and you do it for free. But I also know people that, they are very genuine tarot readers, mediums, spiritualists, and they do it for a living 24/7. And I suppose they have to live, so I think a small charge is acceptable.
And what way do you work? Do you work with?
Personally, I would probably say to somebody a donation, perhaps if I've travelled to cover my expenses, my petrol. And sometimes, people may be in very hard circumstances and they don't have extra money. So I might say to them to go and give a tiny bit of money to a charity just to help bring them some luck.
And what do you think about the layouts of the cards? When they're laid out, they are supposed to reveal certain things about a person's life. Do you think they actually have the ability to, tell someone what's going to happen in the future?
I do. And I think a lot of it also is on the person that you're selecting the cards for, or the person who's choosing the cards. And if they're present, I feel if someone's very negative, it can block.
Okay, Susan, that's all we've got time for. Thank you very much for sharing all of that with us. We'd certainly love to have you back on the show some other time
Yes,
if you're free.
I'd love to.
Okay, thank you. You're listening to Drive Time on IADT FM. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. Thanks to all the team in our studio, producer Angela English, Lauren Roll, Claire Prenty, and our researcher Orla Carney. Remember to tweet us at IADT FM. Thank you.